Hi friends, welcome to Anxious DIY. Today we will design a beautiful bracelet. It's flat spiral bracelet using this beads. I think this is a miracle bead or something. I don't know. It's like sparkly bead, the blue ones that we got from Bargain Bead Box for the month of December 2023, and also this crystal bicones that we got, plus the toggle clasp that we got. Okay, we are going to use all of these and some Levano seed beads. You can use any Levano seed beads you want. I mean, a blue color would also be fine, a gold will also be fine, and also you need a 49 strand or 19 strand bead stringing wire, and crimp tube. So I am using soft flex, soft touch medium, and I'm gonna maybe I shift it to fine. I'm not yet sure. Maybe I will shift it to fine is what I think. But fine will be only 21 strands, I believe. So no, I think this is good enough. So I will just grab a crimp tube or crimp bead. Anything is fine, but just grab one. I'm gonna use a crimp tube. So does it say which crimp it is? It doesn't. Okay, so I'm just going to use a crimp tube maybe. Let me see. I do have a crimp tube right here, I think. I'm gonna use this antique gold color Levano seed beads, and I'm using Mayuki thread, beading thread. You can use 6-pound fire line, or 4-pound wildfire will do. I don't have any 4-pound wildfire. I have 6-pound fire line, but not in the crystal color which I wanted. So first of all, what we will do is we will take our bead stringing wire. I like to work with the spool. I don't like to cut first, but you need to probably cut it, but let's see. So first of all, I'm gonna I took the I'm gonna take a crimp tube, 2 crimp tubes. You can use a wire guardian if you want to, but I'm not choosing to use a wire guardian. So I'm just gonna add a crimp tube. I'm sorry if I'm really just dropped it somewhere and I couldn't find it. My eye is pathetic right now and it just wants to stay that way. I don't know where I put it, but I'll use some. There it is. Okay, then 1 bead. Let me count these beads first. Okay, so we need 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 29 beads. 30 beads is what we have. I think it should be fine. Let's do it. Okay, take 1 bead, then go through one end of the toggle, come back through the 6mm and through the crimp tube. Okay, just like so. But if we do this, then we will have to cut the wire, which we will do that. I'm gonna just flat crimp it. So this is what I have so far. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut myself about, say, ear length, because I need to close it down. Let me just, sorry, it couldn't. So it's about, say, ear length. Okay. Now I'm gonna add the beads. So if you can, go ahead and take your wire snippers and snip off the short tail right after our crimp tube. In this project we are combining both and I want to add all the 6mm beads and I'll be back. So I removed in the 30 beads I removed 6 beads. I still have to add one more. So now I take the crimp tube, okay, and then our bead, okay, and then our toggle. Come back through the bead and the crimp tube. We don't want to go through the bead. Okay, just don't crimp it yet, but try it on your wrist and see if that is the size that you're looking for, and if you're able to put the bar part of the toggle inside that the round part. So I just want to make sure if I can add this into this, okay, because toggle clasp always, see this, it's a bit difficult. Make this loop a little bit bigger, that helps, then try it on. So I removed it, I cut the wire and I added a bicone instead of the 6mm in the start, because this toggle was having a tough time to go through. So anyways, I really don't like this toggle clasp that much because it has this weird thing, so it's kind of, but I want, when you crimp, you just keep it in a round format, do not keep it in the straight format, because the bracelet, that's how it will be, right? So and also you need a little bit of a gap because we are going to pass through these beads multiple times. See, I have a short gap right there, you need that. So make sure you pull this a little tight, okay, and make sure you leave that space, tiny amount of space that you need, okay, and then go ahead and crimp it and then snip this excess wire off. Okay, now you have the basic bracelet. Now we will start doing the bead weaving part. So I took this Mayuki thread, I have about, say, a wingspan, If you want, you can add thread more. So I'm just going to take this Mayuki thread and tie it around here after the crimp tube. Trust me, I have this thing in my eyes. It's called iritis, and with that I never took, for the past 3 months or so, I never took a bead weaving project per se, because of the fact that my vision is blurred and everything. But I'm trying today. It is hard, so excuse me if I take a little bit longer, but that's what my problem is right now. I'm doing a surgeon's knot, that means going through the loop twice. So if you want, you can leave a big tail and then weave this in, but I find it very hard to thread this thread into the needle. So I wish I don't add more thread, is what I'm hoping for. So I'm just going to do the surgeon's knot and then call it a day. Okay, that's that. We still have some space, is what I believe. Yep. Okay, now I take this needle, go through 2 of this 6mm bead. Don't pull it very tight, just 2 of these beads. Now I'm going to determine whether I need this golden color or silver color. This is how it will look. Let me take the silver. I think I'm going to use a silver color. I don't know. This color seems to be pretty, right? This color is very contrast, and this one does not have the contrast, so I'm going to use this only. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bicone, and then 4 of the 11 seed beads. Okay, and then add this. So I just went through the bead from the start to the top. So now again I will do the same. Pick up 4 seed beads. You can do 5 seed beads. It depends upon how long you want your wings to be. I'm taking 4 seed beads, 1 bicone. My thread is exiting out here. I will come back and go through the 2 of the mermaid beads. I think that's what they call this. I don't know, if correct me if I'm wrong, but they are very pretty. So this is what I have so far. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through 1 more of the 6mm bead. This is how the flat stitch works. So you go through. So the center beads are called the core beads. Okay, every time you pick up the seed beads, you go through 2 of the core beads and then do the same. So pick up 4 of the seed beads, 4 11-ohs, 1 bicone, 4 11-ohs. Okay, my thread is exiting out here. So I go from the bottom, or from this part, I count 2. So my thread is exiting out here, so I'm going to count 1, 2. So I'm going to up through those 2. So if you choose to do this without the bead stringing wire, that is also totally up to you. Okay, but this way it's easier. See that? This is what I have. I really like this one rather than the silver one. The silver one kind of mutes everything. This one actually shows the crystal bicone more than the silver one. So I really like the metallic colors seed beads a lot, so you can mix and match with different colors. See, we have a blue and the crystal, so it will go perfectly with everything. So go for the metallic colors if you are not sure of which color you want to choose, if you are not particular about the project. So here we have, again I go through from the bottom, drop this down. That's why you need a little bit of leeway with this. Okay, and then see this, I just want this to be on this side. Okay, so now pull that. Now again go through one more of the core bead up, okay, and every time you move up, this needs to come the previous row needs to come below the top row. Just make sure of that. Now pick up again, and then don't change this also, so don't change the side. So pick up 4 seed beads and 1 bicone, 4 seed beads, and you are exiting from here. So from that 2 beads down, so from here 2 beads up. So do it that way. I will show you guys how I am done, how I finish it from here. Hi friends, so this is a short video. I'm gonna put it in my bead weaving projects. So how to finish off the thread in a bead weaving project and how to add thread. So in this project I'm using the Miyuki beading thread, but if you are using Fireline, there is Wildfire, there is Nanofill, there are so many different threads out there, Eslon or Ceylon, I would say. Eslon, not Ceylon. So all these thin threads that you use for bead weaving, that purpose is how to finish and end. See, my thread is very short. If only I would have been little bit careful, there was only a little bit left, but still I want to finish off this thread, and it will not suffice to make this thing and reinforce my project. So I am going to finish this thread off and add thread. So what I'm going to do here is, and this in this bead weaving project, the center core is actually a bead stringing wire. It's not thread, but if it is thread, it should be very simple. Okay, now what I would do is I would just pick up one last set of beads. That way it'll be easier for me to finish off the thread. So the stitch that I'm doing here is a flat spiral stitch. Okay, so I have to go through the bead, 2 core beads in this pattern. So I'm just going to pick here, right there. Okay, so this is kind of a wing right here for me, so I'm just going to go ahead into this wing. Okay, through all the 4 seed beads right here, and then if there is a loop, right, so I just make a half hitch knot, make myself a loop, and put the needle through the loop, and I would place this half inch knot right before the bicone. So make sure it's right before the bicone, between the beads. Do not that way, it'll be nice. So now what I do is I just go through. So I just take this needle, put it through here so that I have a clear way where I'm going. So just come back through this. So basically I'm going through the seed beads and catching the thread underneath, making myself a loop, and then I go through the loop with my needle and place that knot right before the bicone, and then go through all the beads right here. Okay, so then what I do is I change my direction. I go up now. So changing the direction is very important when you're finishing off the thread. Now go up as much as you can, like that. If you are not able to pull your needle, use your pliers to pull it, and that's it. Now you can snip off this thread at this point. Okay, now to add thread, take yourself the amount of thread that you need. I don't need a lot because it's only a little bit, but I just don't want to, make my thread less also. So I cut this. The best way to actually thread a Mayuki thread to a needle, this is size 12 beading needle, is to use beeswax. I tried different things. My eyesight is very, one of my eyes very blurry. I have iritis, so I'm taking some steroids and medication and steroid drops and stuff like that. So it's very, so I like to run my thread with the beeswax, especially the tip of the thread. So fireline, if it is fireline and wildfire, then you can just smush your thread between with your pliers and then thread on. But for this also you can smush, but you need a little bit, it will fray. So that's why I waxed it a bit. I'm sorry, I will thread this needle and come back. So I thread the needle here, and as I said, beeswax is the best thing to thread this on. That's what I figured out. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna tie a knot. So I'm gonna take this cord. So for example, I need to start from here, okay, to all the way here. So for that distance I need to, so what I do is I just catch hold of this one of the wings. That's what my best thing is to do, is I catch hold of one of the wings, I go underneath that, okay, put my needle right here, right before the seed bead and the bicone is where I will tie the knot. Okay, so here we go. Make my tail end short, okay, and then tie an overhand knot. one, and then I tie a surgeon's knot. That means making a regular overhand knot, which is this, and then I'm going to put the end tail through the loop one more time. That will make this a surgeon's knot. Just like that. Tighten that up. Now that is secure. Don't cut off your tail yet. So now you go up on top of the bicone and through the side beads. If you're not able to go through all at once, it's okay. We can take, we can go through a couple at a time. It's getting stuck somewhere, I guess. There we go. So now I come again. So I'm here. So I go through the next wing. I need to. So now I'm here. So I need my needle right here. So I just go through this bead, the center bead right here. If you want, you can go again through the side just like this and come back and then go through as well. So that's also an option if I want to do that. Right. So here I am. So now I take this center bead and go down one bead. So that way you're changing the direction. How I changed the direction when I was finishing my cord, that's how I change the direction when I'm adding my cord. Now I will take my beads. So now again I have to now I start doing my work, right? I am at the final bead. Okay, I just want to show how we are going to finish this off. You can actually not include this bead. So if you add it, you come from here. Let me just do this. One bicone and 4 lemon seed beads. Drop it down. I added thread, by the way. One wingspan is not enough. So here we go. You come back here. You go from this bead, which is a little bit tight over here, because what happened was I finished it off the thread and then I added some thread. So that's gonna be the last one, and then instead of jumping over through one or more bead, we don't do that anymore. We finish it off at here at this point. So 4 seed beads, 1 bicone, and then 4 seed beads. So flat spiral stitch, I would say, if you want to, you can just work with the thread. It will be much more, easier. The only drawback with the thread is the toggle clasp. I always have a fear that I can't use all the clasps that I want, and it's not as secure because there's so much of work that you put through and so forth and so on. But I think the number of times you go is also very important. I'm trying my level best here. Wow, just went through that, huh? Let me see. It went through my crimp tube and my bicone right here. So now I will do a couple of knots in this wire loop right here. And then finish off my thread. Do a couple half-inch knots and then you can snip off your thread. I don't know where my needle is coming from. Okay. There we go. Found my needle. So changing the direction is what is very important. So I now change my direction here and do a knot there and change my direction altogether. That's about it. Then you can snip off where you started as well. Now that it is secure, half-inch knot is catching the thread and making yourself a loop, and then go through that loop, tighten that knot. But after you make a knot, move some beads away, is what my general idea is. Now what I will do is I will snip off my threads right here and right here, and for some reason this is what it is like. It looks like this one is like this. Yep. Okay, I really like the way this turned out to be. It's beautiful and looks really nice on my wrist as well. I hope you guys like this tutorial too. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, this is the start thread that I didn't snip off. So there we go. Okay, So now that it's done, it is very pretty. It's a flat spiral stitch. We did use the beading wire to actually do the core, and then we use the Mayuki thread to do the wings, kind of. I mean, so I really like the way this turned out to be. The mermaid beads is very pretty. I like it a lot. You can wear it both sides look the same, so it's up to you. Maybe I should have used a golden clasp next time. Bye bye, have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thank you so much for putting forward with my slow bead picking and stringing and weaving. Thank you. Bye.